Welcome back to Nineworks TV. We are outside the Porsche Museum here on Porscheplatz because we are joined by automotive royalty, Porsche automotive royalty, for Sound Night. Turn the volume up. Sound Night brings out a selection of Porsche sports cars with evocative engines for enthusiasts to enjoy. And this year, the spectacle was broadcast live to 50,000 viewers around the world, featuring some behind-the-scenes footage first of the cars warming up, plus an interview with former head of 911 production August Achleitner. This video features high-quality sound, so play it through your best headphones for the full immersive experience. August Achleitner, thank you for joining us again today. Obviously we're here at Sound Night in Zuffenhausen. Sound is intrinsically important to a sports car, is it not?
I think we have, first of all, we have to differentiate between the sound in the exterior, which also is noise for all the environment, and sound in the interior of the car to give the driver the feedback what he's doing with his right foot. Yeah, and this is very important. No matter if it's a combustion engine or if it's an electric car, And I know from some developments right now for the pure electric cars, and I think they are in a good way to give the driver this feedback with authentic noises and sound, and I'm quite optimistic they will manage it.
You know how special the 911 is to this company. It's great to hear Mr. 911 speak about the future of these cars with such optimism, to be honest with you. Relief more than anything.
I hope I'm right.
Yes, this is it. We will see. Yeah, guys, thanks very much for your time this evening at Sound Nacht.
Thank you too.
Thank you. Well, you heard the cars earlier on, so now we're just going to have a very quick walk around to explain what all of these cars are, in case you didn't know. First of all, chassis 57. It's actually the last ever 901. Porsche found the car in a barn about 4 years back. It was owned privately. Porsche bought the car and restored it into its original condition, as you can see there. The engine, by the way, that you heard was a naturally aspirated 2-litre flat six, the earliest flat six in a 911. So that was a 901. 10 years later, the 2.7 turbo, that right there is Porsche royalty. Still resides in the Porsche family collection today. It was originally given to Louise Piech. And I did say that right at the start, it's the 2.7 litre 930. When this car was revealed at the 1974 motor shows, the original 911 turbo, which had a single turbocharger, had a flat six engine with a capacity of 2.7 litres. It wasn't until the production 930 a couple of years later that the 930 achieved its 3 litre capacity. Legendary car, and that's Turbo Genesis. 924 Carrera GTS, this is Walter Roll's rally car from 1981. It's a 2-litre turbocharged engine. Right, now we really are in the presence of proper Porsche automotive royalty. The 959, this is obviously twin turbocharged. It's a Le Mans spec engine in the back, really, derived from the 956. Interestingly, the 959 is the only air and water-cooled flat six Porsche has ever produced. It has a very unique sound. This particular car is the 959S, identifiable really from the interior that had cloth seats rather than leather. The air suspension on the comfort spec 959 was stripped out. Seriously rare bit of kit. And again, sounds completely unique compared to any other Porsche. On that subject of sounding completely unique to any other Porsche, the Carrera GT. Now, Walter Roll famously helped develop the 959. Walter Roll also helped develop the Carrera GT, and he said tonight at Sound Night that the Carrera GT is his favourite Porsche of all time. High praise indeed from someone who's described as the greatest rally driver of all time. Unless you need a slight introduction to the Carrera GT, 5-litre naturally aspirated V10 engine. It sounds phenomenal, doesn't it? And again, completely different to any other car here at Sound Night. It's always a treat to hear the Carrera GT. Absolutely incredible. Last but not least, and again, what we've done here at the museum is have to listen to the soundtrack of many different cars that really all sound completely different. Most of them, of course, are flat six, apart from the Carrera GT, of course, but most of these cars have flat sixes as their beating hearts, but all of them have a really significant and different soundtrack to one another. We're going to have a bit of a quirky finish because, and they say never meet your heroes, especially when it comes to movie stars. Well, how about this? Sally from Cars, as you can see. Now, very different to any other 996. As you can probably tell, the wheelbase, much shorter. Sally is also a lot taller than a production 996 as well. Unbelievably, Sally, the movie star, does have a flat six engine, naturally aspirated, 320 horsepower, as found in the 996 Gen 2. It's a pleasure to meet you, Sally. That was Sound Night. It's amazing to come back here to Porsche Platz. And as we can see, Porsche is always so good at reminding us about the unique history that this company has. For me, and probably for you at home as a petrol head and automotive enthusiast, the emotion behind sports cars isn't just in how they look, it's in how they feel, but also in how they sound. Porsche might be pushing ahead with a digitisation and electrification of its sports cars, but as we've seen tonight, these legends, well, they're the beating heart of the company and hopefully always will be. As cars change and evolve more rapidly than ever now, it's even better and arguably more significant than ever that we're still treated to the sights and sounds of these automotive legends.